Hi everyone at YouTube, this is Michael Buckoff. I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of the lessons at Stealth, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. Today I'm sharing with you a really important lesson. It's called transition words, TOEFL transition words. I just completed this article about a week ago and I posted the article at bettertoeflscores.com. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about how this web page works so you can understand why you probably need to go to this page to study this lesson. During the reading section of the TOEFL IBT, in order to understand the organization of the passage and how each paragraph is organized, you need to understand transition words, things like therefore, as a result, hence, however, on the other hand. Knowing and understanding these transition words obviously makes it easier for you to see the connection of the ideas. In addition, during the TOEFL lectures and the academic discussions, you also need to pay attention to these transition words because they're cues to help you understand what's happening in the lecture. So understanding transition words can also help you to improve your listening comprehension. During the speaking section, you have 6 speaking tasks. Now, in August of 2019, this is changing to only 4, but during these speaking tasks, you need to be able to use transition words as a way of organizing your ideas, which makes it easier for the IBT human raters who score your speaking tasks to understand your structure. In other words, you're going to score higher on the speaking task if you're using these transition words. Finally, during the writing section of the TOEFL, as you do the integrated and independent writing tasks, you can also use transition words there. I always tell my students online, it's typically a good idea to use 4 to 5 transition words in each paragraph of your essays that you're writing. Why? You have 2 different types of things going on here. You have ETS's writing scoring engine. You have a software program that analyzes your writing, and if you're using transition words, that sends good signals that you understand how to organize ideas. So ETS's scoring engine is going to score you higher if you're using these words. And in addition, the TOEFL IBT writing raters who score your task, they will also see these words and it will help them to understand how you're organizing your ideas. So you'll get a higher score consequently during those writing tasks. Okay, let's look at the web page here. So the first 2 categories, I'll talk about why and how you can learn these transition words. Then I have a whole bunch of different categories of transition words. Let's just take a look at them. To argue, make a suggestion, to choose one option in preference to another, to emphasize, to further an argument, to generalize, to give an opinion, to restate an argument, to set up a condition, to show cause, reason and effect, result, to show contrast, make an exception, to show evidence, exemplify, to show disagreement, to show purpose, to show similarity, to show spatial relationships, to show time relationships, to state the options, to state the problem, to state the reasons, to summarize, conclude. And then I have relevant links so you can get more practice with transition words. And also you can learn on how you can get feedback on your writing and speaking practice test. Now let's take a look at kind of how it works here. So let's say you go to section 9 here and you want to get some ideas on how to restate an argument. So during the maybe the speaking and writing task, you want to be able to re-explain someone else's ideas, right? And they are making arguments, so how do you do that? So you click on that link, and here's what I do. I will give you, in this case, we have 1, 2, 3. Actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different examples. I wanted to give you a complete sentence, a situation, so you can see how these transition words fit within the context, especially of speaking and writing responses. So let's take a look at these examples. To put it differently, here's how you can use this. The speaker believes that most organisms can adapt to their environments. To put it differently, he sees evolution as a way of helping the animals survive when their conditions slowly change. So as you can see in this example, I don't just give you the transition word or the phrase, I show you grammatically how you can put it into a sentence, right? So that's going to be very important for you. Now, some people refer to these as templates. I don't like to call this a template. A template means you have an exact structure for how to complete the speaking or the writing task. I don't like to do that. Templates, in that case, can limit your score because the IBT human raters can certainly recognize that you're practicing what's called a memorized response, so you're not going to score higher on that. But in this case, I'm just giving you a sentence so you can go through and practice the different kinds of transition words and phrases, and you can go through this web page. And then as you're doing your speaking and your writing practice, the goal here is you find opportunities to use these TOEFL transition words in your speaking and your writing. And that's not going to be a template. That's going to be more your original writing and your original speaking. So IBT human raters are not going to object to that. So just look at this video, right? Look in the comment box. You'll see the link to this web page, and you can study your TOEFL transition words. And of course, the goal here is to not just study the web page, but to start using these example words and phrases as you do your TOEFL speaking and writing practice. That's where you make the improvements. That's where you're going to improve your speaking and your writing score on the TOEFL IBT. All right, thanks for watching this video.